Hey peeps, how's it going? I'm Camera Creeper and welcome to... God. Hey peeps, I'm Camera Creeper. How's it going? I can't do intros anymore. Because I screwed that up so badly. Anyways, I don't care. Welcome to Satisfactory 1.0. I completely forgot everything I was doing. It's been that long since I played this game. But I'm happy to be back at it. But also, I don't know what's going on. Or what's currently been going on here. So, I brought Scuter along to help me because he's an AI. So, he can do this for me. Scuter?
Yep. Right here, Director.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
So, to kick this show off with a bang, this isn't a show. This isn't even gameplay. This is a tour of my factory. It's a tour for you, but it's mostly a tour for me because I am not entirely sure of where everything is. Long story short, I need a memory refresher. So, let's go for a quick tour through my factory. Alright. The first one to the hub's a rotten egg. First one to the hub. Ignore what I said. So this is my factory. There's also my factory. That over there is also mine. And there's also some stuff beyond that is not entirely mine. Okay, never mind, we're good. I forgot that as a recharge time. So, this is my factory. Actually, my factory has many sections. We'll get to that in a minute. And, I was in my factory earlier trying to figure out why the heck this biomass burner is not working. Now you work! Now you work! You were, guys. This bio burner was not working.
It was not working.
When I first got here. I swear it was not working.
It wasn't.
Scuter can confirm.
Can confirm the bioburner refused to work. It was powered and only had 5 megawatts connected. Even though it can supply 30 megawatts. It was bugged.
Was it because it was on standby? It might have been. Anyway, I'm turning that off because we don't need the light anymore. I was gonna do like a tour guide-ish style of this video, but frankly, it doesn't even matter. I just want to, I just want to show you guys what I've been doing. God, yawning in the middle of a sentence is kind of irritating. So anyway, this sector of my... Never mind. So this is Kaifax. This is the Kaifax section. This is where I first started my section of the factory, and I say my section because I was playing this with Electron. I have played this with Electron a long time ago. Electron is a long-time viewer and subscriber of not only my YouTube channel, but also my Twitch channel. He's been supporting me for a while. And he's a great friend and a great person. So, Electron, hi buddy. Hope you're doing well. He's probably watching this video. Scuter, you just, if I blank out, you just take over the explanations, but,
Okay.
This area is crap. This area started off as crap because you see all these iron ore deposits? They're so lovely, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. In this nice little tight area. And all of them are impure. So in order to produce certain things, I needed to basically consolidate all these inputs onto one belt. Which means all these are not active all the time. This is the iron plate production line. This over here is the iron rod production line. I have a slew of these. So in Kaifax, I have the basics because this is where I started when I first played this. And when I first played this, I felt this game take over my brain. And it did. For a long time. And then Destiny came along. And then Echoes happened, I think. I don't know what happened. I stopped doing things in this factory. I stopped playing this game. But, yeah. This is my factory. This is it's a part of my factory. So, yeah, we're in Kaifax right now. And in this section, I have the basics. I have iron plates. I have iron rods, and I have iron screws. I know you can only make screws out of iron, but there's only one type of screw in this game, and it's just, screws, but I call them iron screws because you need iron to make screws. Or at least I use the basic recipe for screws. So, all my iron rods, plates, and screws are in those containers over there. This prox line here is for reinforced iron plates. Also, I have a lingo for this game. You know, iron plates were I plates, iron rods were I rods, and screws were just screws. But reinforced iron plates are designated R plates. So I have that going for myself. And again, the reason that this whole prox line is online and this area isn't is because I don't have enough ore. All those nodes are impure. It sucks. And that's why I'm building a railway, so I can get more iron from somewhere else. Namely the iron node mining section I designated Tacketer, which is all the way over here. This is gonna go to Door Direct Central, and when the train makes its rounds and comes back, it'll drop off a precious supply of iron over there. And yes, they are color-coded. There's no aim-down sights in this game, so I can't really, like, zoom in to get you guys a better close-up shot of what's going on over there. But you'll see. If you're wondering what's going on with all the splitting systems and consolidation systems with you know, the combination of splitters and belts, that's because it's because of ratios. Maintaining ratios, keeping things whole, and, you know, keeping things in regards to keeping whole numbers. I like whole numbers, not decimals. If I had to work with decimals, it needs to be like either 0.2 or 0.5. Something that goes into a whole number. This is my M frame, or my modular frame production. And there's a lot of that going on here. There's an intermediate buffer here, storage buffer. So, I have plenty of these. I have plenty of modular frames. All of these are full. That's how long I've been playing this game. All these are full. These mod frames go through this intermediate buffer and then get output, and originally they were recirculated through. The reason they were recirced through was so just to prevent backlog at the time. But yeah, these modular frames were being used for no, they're not being used for computers. They're being used for something else. But we'll get there in a minute. We got iron rods being made. And these iron rods are for the modular frames. And if you guys are wondering why this is all this is so big, it's for maximum output. But also, it's well structured so I know which is where and how many of what is where. Because I use something called a stream sheet. And a stream sheet is basically a notation of calculations I make in real time. It's a system where I can write out the calculations as I'm making them. As they come to my head, as I correct myself when I'm making them. It's a neat system. So yeah, all these rods are going to modular frames. So basically, all the iron ore I have is going towards modular frame production. I don't have enough to keep the R plate line going, or the I plate line going, or the I rod or I screw line going. You can make a joke about I screw all you want to. It's fine. Jokes are heavily encouraged. It's me we're talking about here. Oh yeah, this is the train station that I'm building. This is recent. These drop-off lines, that's copper, that's Caterium. I color-coded them to keep things in order. So now we're gonna make our way to another section of Kaifax. This up here. This right here is a new section specifically for steel
Pipes. Steel pipes. Steel pipes.
Steel pipe. Steel pipe is being made here. Steel beam is being made elsewhere. We'll get to that as well. I have a slew of T-pipes. T-pipe, also I call T-pipe is what I call steel pipe. And we have so much of it. But yeah, I cannot reinforce enough that this isn't even at optimal. This isn't even at, you know, this is not at optimal production levels because I'm not getting enough iron in here. It may look like it is, it's not. Now let me just show you why. So we have this here. And this is putting out 150 per minute. If I pull out my stream sheet really quickly, we have 150 coming out of this. That's 150, that's 300. This is going down there because all those nodes are impure. It's that bad. Originally, all these portable miners, I have an army of portable miners, so nobody insult me in the comments. They will come for you in your sleep. And they will keep you up all night drilling into their bedroom floor. But yeah, I would fill these up. That way, the containers, I would get a maximum output of whatever the max output for these belts are. And these belts are, I believe, tier 4. Tier 4 puts out up to 480. So yeah, this meant that I would get out 480, the maximum. So that 480 would basically go up here. And look what we have in here. 60 per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, all 480, ideally all 480 of that iron ore would be used. But, we're short. We are very, very short. I'm 6'2" IRL, so I don't like the sound. I don't like the sound of that. So all that iron gets sent down here, forward or up, and processed into steel pipe or T-pipe. So we're not at optimal production levels for T-pipe, but it's okay because all of these are no, they're not full. This is a buffer. They will be. See, this is gonna fill up, then that's gonna fill up. So this is almost full. Then this will fill up, then this will fill up, then this will fill up, this will fill up. Yeah, it's a process. It's a lovely, lovely process that I loved getting lost in. I love this game, and I've gotten a lot of things down to a T, especially with my stream sheet being out all the time. I was able to make adequate calculations. So that's Kaifax. This is all Kaifax. Everything in blue is Kaifax, with one tiny itty bitty exception. This right here. This is just this is just a tiny little area for, taking all the alien protein that I accumulate over, you know, my traversal from one point to another. I smash on some hatchlings, I wreck a bunch of stingers. Actually, no I don't. I screw stingers, I stay away from them. Spitters get wrecked. Hogs get wrecked, especially the bigger ones. And, I put all of that in here, and it gets divvied out. If it's hatcher, that way. Hog, this way. If it's not neither of those, and it goes here, that way. If it's spitter, it goes this way. If it's stinger, it goes there. So this is basically for transmutation of alien protein into DNA capsules, which I do put into the sink, and it gets me a lot. Or no, it goes in here. It goes in here. No, those are... Okay, those are...
Basically what Kyber would do is he would take the remains of the creatures that had fallen to his rifle, rebar gun, Xenobasher, or other means, and place them into a container. From the container, those remains would get disseminated and placed into constructors that would craft them into alien protein. Then that alien protein would head further down the belt and get crafted into either DNA capsules or biomass. From that point, the biomass would either get stored into the large storage tower you see in front of Kyber, or it would get crafted into biocoal, which is stored in a separate depot.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is that what you're trying to say?
I got that. Yeah, I got everything mixed up, so thank you for correcting me. This is just a massive biofuel deposit. I don't know what to do with it. I don't use... You know, I use the, hover pack more, so... Because it's fun. So yeah, that's Kaifax. Also, there's a... This is a backup. This is a storage of some coal. So yeah, some extra... If I, sometimes I'll turn the alien protein into bio coal.
Biomass first.
Is that a thing that happens?
Yes, you turn the protein into biomass, then turn the biomass into biocoal. You're correct, though.
Thank you for explaining that, because I clearly couldn't think of it properly.
It's fine, you haven't been in the factory a while.
So that's what I do with alien protein.
Oh no, your ankles.
I'll live. Also, I colored it this because this is the closest color I could get for it being... No, it's not.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't want to change the color. I didn't want to change too many color swatches, so I used what was available, and this is what was available.
We were limited on swatches at the time.
I don't think...
Plus, Electron was using some.
Yeah, this is... I think that Electron was using this color, so I didn't want to...
Touch it.
I didn't want to revamp it, so I kept that as is. So, that's Kaifax. Now on to the nightmare that is Copper Bottom. And it's not... I say it's a nightmare because it is the biggest spaghetti of conveyor belts I've ever made. Also, these are storage towers. Yeah, there's stuff in here.
We got cable in here.
Yep, there's cable in here. More cable. And
Copper sheets.
C sheets. Copper sheets. Here is copper bottom. I don't know if I put that marked that on the map, but this is the copper bottom section. And here we make cable. Here we make copper ingots. Here is where we make wire. And again, we don't have enough input because all of these are impure as fuck. You see this? 150. 150. And that's overclocked. So you know it's sad. Initially, if I wasn't making anything or if everything was backed up, I would be able to stock up on some copper ore, but no. So you may ask, well, where is this 300 copper ore going? It is going here. Because according to my spreadsheet, you guys can't see my stream sheet. It's basically, I use Sublime Text, which is a nice little notepad. So we have 16, it is so loud in here, by the way, guys. We have 16 constructors turning copper ore into cable. And then we have 32 constructors turning that cable into wire. And they're all outputting 15 wire a minute. Actually, they're putting out less because this, again, these ores over here are shit. We don't have 480 going through here. Those of you probably, some of you might have noticed, 16 times 30 is 480. We don't have 480 ore a minute going in here. We have 300.
No, one of those drills are not powered.
So we have less. We have half that per minute. Okay, we have a third of that. We have a third of this.
We have 10 less than a third of what's desired, and we desire 480, so we have 150 going in.
So these are putting out 5 cable a minute because we don't have enough ore going in.
Which is sad.
Also, I noticed I need to color some of this differently.
Yeah.
So yeah, here we're making wire, and we actually have a lot of it, don't worry. Not all of this is gonna be full. Because some of it's just recircing through. In fact, I don't think this will ever be full. Oh, wait. Maybe that's why. I didn't finish the buffer on this stupid thing. And then all that wire goes along these lines all the way to make statters. And let's head all the way up here. They made the ladder safer. Yes, I don't have to worry about walking off. Walk over here. Clomp, 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 clomp. And I'm gonna repaint this because it's still copper bottom. You too, get painted. Long distance painting up in this bitch. Oh, finally it paints. Okay, it paints the whole vertical conveyor. Like pre 1.0, when you wanted to repaint the conveyors, it would only paint like the top half or the bottom half. So what you would have to do is select vertical conveyor in your hotbar and then just hover over it, and then it would apply the paint to all of it. Which wasn't too bad of a workaround, but it was still a bit of a pain in the moon pies. You know, pain in the moon pies. That's my catchphrase. Pain in my moon pies. Trademark. I mean, you guys can use pain in my moon pies all you want, but can you pay me a penny every time you do? It's just good business. Nothing personal. It's just good business, Jack. If your name is Jack. If it's not, then my apologies for getting your name wrong. You can have your penny back as an apology for my transgressions.
You're gonna be here a while.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, none of this is copper. Why is none of this copper? No, none of this is copper.
Are you really gonna repaint everything that's miscolored now and cut into our tour time?
Shut up! Yes, I am. You guys know.
I was just pointing it out as a suggestion for something you could do later. I didn't want you to do it now and cut into our viewers' tour time.
Well, I didn't need you to point it out right now. I didn't need you to point it out now. You know, you let me be me.
If I let you be you, you would get distracted by 10 different things, and you would spend 5 to 6 hours working on those things and completely forget about the tour.
I don't like how right you are, so I'm gonna politely ask you to shut up. This part is copper bot.
Stop painting!
So let's head up here, as was the initial plan. And I don't think I have not mentioned it to you guys, because this is the first time I'm, getting back into playing this game, but oh, I love the music so much. I love it so much. The music, Coffee Stain, I don't know who you had do the music for you, but it's just perfect. Oh, that sounds more like an electric hazard. Okay, that sounds like an angry electric hazard. And rightfully so, because if you touch those, you'd probably die. IRL, if you did, you'd probably die. So yeah, this lets me know, the color coding lets me know that it's coming from Kyfex. So yeah, all this goes down and gets made into statters, of which we have a lot. And this is a two-way. So yeah, all these are full. Initially, these combined with rotors will go right down here into the making of motors, of which we have many.
Why is that colored differently?
Again, this color coding lets me know it's the last container in the series of buffers.
Okay.
And yes, we have plenty of motors.
Noted.
So yeah, we have motors over here. Long story short. The splitting really helps to ensure that an even output that I can track is going into a facility. A facility is a constructor, an assembler, a manufacturer, blender, you know, whatever is actively producing something. Oh yeah, actually that's a good time to segue over here to yet another part of my factory. So you're probably wondering, where is this coming from? Well, this is coming from a new section of my factory.
Watch your ankles.
My ankles are fine. A new section of my factory called Ferrix. The nodes are times 3. So I have 3 normal iron nodes. That's what that means. And, one of these nodes has 300 ore per minute. And then another, and again, there's a buffer here so I can put out 480. So this isn't optimal, but it's okay because we're backlogged. Backlogging basically means you have more work, you have more input of work than output. Again, same case here. You've got 300. Would be 480, but that's okay. All this above you. Oh, that's a quick save. It's for rotors. So this part of Ferrix, even though it's not it's color-coded as Kyfax, but it's for rotors. The coloring probably makes it look symmetric. That could be why. Oh no, it's labeling. I was labeling them. This is what happens when you get in your own head too much, guys. I was labeling them. The red ones go down, the regular blue ones go up. Okay. So yeah, rotors are being made here. And if you're wondering, yes, these rotors do get stored. Why is that color? Don't know, but I fixed it. Okay, so we got rotors going out here. And then these rotors, that's getting recirced. Some of these rotors would go out. If you're wondering what's happening over here, this is just a recirculator. And if you don't know what that is, I just split. For example, if I wanted 25, if I wanted to limit how much output was coming onto a belt or out of a container, basically what I would do. This is for motors, by the way. Okay, I made some calculation and it's somewhere and I can't see it. At one point, I did have automated wiring being made not far. Oh no, that's over there. Did I really not write this down, Scuter?
You did it. You wrote it in index 5. I'm deobfuscating the data now, so it'll take a bit.
Alright, that's okay. But basically, so the whole process, those of you that don't play Satisfactory, the process of a recirculator like this, if I want to limit the input going onto a belt, say for example, like this belt is the lowest tier belt, so you got 60 per minute. If I wanted 20 items per minute to go on that belt, basically I would use a splitter, which is 3-way, and since it's 3-way, you'd have 2 going back to the container, and then 1 going out. And the way this works is because the output that comes out of that container is limited by the maximum output that the conveyor belts can carry, or if the container is empty, is limited by how much input into the container is being inserted in real time. So if this was empty and I had 40 per minute going into the container, it'd be 40 going out. If the container was full and there is no input, or even if there is an input, you know, if there's an input, it's just stalling the inevitable emptying of, it's either stalling or, no, it's just stalling the emptying of the container. But if it's full, Depending on the belt that I put out, it would be 60 a minute, or if it's tier 2, it'd be 120. It would be, I believe, 240. If it was tier 3, 270. So if I want 40 on this belt, and this belt's max is 60, then I know that I'm gonna get 60 out of that container per minute if I use a tier 1, and then have 2 of the 3 splits go back into the container. No more is gonna come out. That was probably the first coherent string of an explanation that I've ever given. So we have statters. When I was making automated wiring, I had cable going there all the way from... I believe the belt's still there. No, it's not. Okay, so yeah. But anyway, we spent enough time on that. And down here, I was making computers, I believe.
No.
No, I had computers going into here. I would
Rubber. You would get rubber from your Trinival plant. You remember where that is?
My Trinival plant is all the way over here. I made modular engines. These guys are a bitch to build. Was I driving on computers or rubber? Rubber.
That's what I said, buddy.
Thank you, Scuter. Okay. So that's done. That explains the massive... It's not really a mess, because at least I know where things are going. But onto the actual meat of the Ferrix section. Also, we also played this with somebody by the name of Ron R2D2. Because I used to play this when I was streaming on Twitch. I played this a lot. And so me, Ron, and Electron would play this. Insane stopped by every now and then. Insane's another guy who watches my Twitch streams. But yeah, after a while, it was just me and Electron. But that's Ron's factory over there. I have not touched it. But over here, this is Ferrix. So this is where rotors are being made. Yes, we have more rotors. We can continue traveling up here, and we can see the dissemination of, the subcomponents necessary to make the rotors being active over here. The screws and rods are being disseminated to the proper facilities that are programmed to make and produce the rotors. And all these rotors are going in here. I have a lot of rotors. I have too many rotors. These rotors would end up being disseminated out here so I could make smart plates. And these smart plates go on a conveyor all the way to the elevator because I needed... No, they don't. Where does this go? Ah, smart plates. Yeah, smart plates for modular engines. But wait, there's more. And you got a power tower over there. And what's beyond that power tower? More facilities. This iron ore is being used to make reinforced iron plates, which will end up making smart plates, of which I have many, and I probably should extend my,
Remember when smart plates were a problem?
Oh my god, I never thought I'd have this many smart plates. When you first play this game, you never think, you think to yourself, I'm never gonna be able to make enough of this. And then you turn into me, and this game eats away at hours and hours of your life, and then suddenly you do.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's crazy. It's crazy, and I love it.
You want to show them what Electron's been building? Or...
I won't show that without Electron's permission, because maybe Electron doesn't want everybody to see what he's been working on. So, Electron, if you're watching, if you want people to see what you've been working on, I think you've been working on some amazing stuff, but, I don't want to subject you to the masses unless you're willing. So, we'll skip that for now. Gonna go for the ride. Gonna make our way over to this section over here.
And in this section is the first power plant that Kyber constructed when he first started working for FICSIT. This is the Mannix power plant, which produces 750 megawatts of Kyber's total power supply. This is one of 5 power plants that exist. This is also the smallest power plant.
This is the smallest one.
This is the smallest one.
And I guess we're gonna walk everywhere, because I can't drive for my life.
Hey Kyber, just a heads up, we're at the half-hour mark, so I'm gonna have to cut this tour footage up into bite-sized pieces for our viewers to enjoy, okay? I'll start rolling again when you've reached the next location. The location of the next section. Is that okay?
Yeah, that works.
Alright, cool.